Have you ever thought about what the most innovative motorsport is? What really makes the engineers push beyond their limits, switch between energy drinks and coffee back and forth, just to build something that is truly faster than the competition? Was it the Group B? Was it the golden era of F1? Well, there is no right answer, but for us it is Formula Student. Hello and welcome. My name is Sebastian, we are Tuber Racing, and this is... In this show we will go over many things, mostly regarding the technical aspects of the vehicle. But in this time of a new year, it is best to reminisce about the past for a little bit. Perhaps think back with us, what was the Formula Student like in the beginning? Let us go back in the late 70s. Picture this: no phone, no internet, no ABS or fancy traction control systems. Led Zeppelin just released their Stairway to Heaven. A problem rose amongst the big car manufacturers like GM, Ford or Chrysler. They realized the newbie engineers do not have any hands-on experience coming out of the universities. The Society of Automotive Engineers stated that the issue lied in the open design problems and that the best way to make the students tackle with these problems is to present them in a competitive design project. Hence, in 1981 they created one of the most canonical competitions ever, called Formula SAE. The goal was simple, the means were however not. They tasked the students with creating a single-seating monopost, and they took an inspiration out of already ongoing competition that they were already supporting, called Mini Indy. The set of rules for Mini Indy was exactly 6 pages long, starting with stating the purpose of the competition, following with general design constraints, such as the vehicle should be visually appealing to the public, reliable, fuel efficient, or even that the vehicle should represent 300 man-hours of manufacturing time. The goal of the rules was to set the vision for the students. Sadly, the official set of rules for the first competition held in 1981 at the University of Texas is not available online. The event back then received 6 registrations, with 4 teams showing up and 40 students participating. The US event slightly grew each year until 1991, where the so-called Big Three started to host and sponsor the competition themselves. In 91 it was GM. In 92 it was Ford. And in 93 it was Chrysler. Then in 1994 the 3 companies struck a deal creating a consortium and jointly staging the SAE competitions. In 1998 the competition entered the Europe territory for the first time, but I've been talking about the history of this competition without even mentioning what it is about. So this is exploration event on what is Formula Student. It is a worldwide competition for university students where the goal is to design, build, manufacture, test and finally race their Formula-like vehicle. Each year a new set of rules is published by the FSG, at least in Europe. In compliance with these rules, students design their vehicles. Students have to manage their finances for the car and the vehicle concept on their own, and the rules are mostly stating the standards for safety. This results in a very different looking vehicles of each team. Teams are then evaluated based on their score in the dynamic events such as acceleration, skid pad, autocross and the biggest event endurance, which is a 22 km race. But as well in their power efficiency and static events such as design event, where the students explain their design choices to professionals from automotive field. These judges are mostly from the big car companies or they come directly from the motorsport like F1. The competition is divided into several categories for electric, combustion, hybrid and even autonomous vehicles. Now back to the video. In 1998 the Formula Student was born. Institution of Mechanical Engineers, or IMechE in short, saw the potential of this competition and decided to host one in the UK. The event was co-sponsored by the Mira, GKN, Ricardo or even by the SAE. It was still a relatively small competition with only 3 US teams and 4 UK entries. To give you a picture, back then the cars were restricted to 4 cycle units with maximum sweat volume of 600 cc's. Intake augmentation was permitted, but an air inlet restrictor of 20 mm was imposed. The rules exactly stated the minimum and maximum dimensions of the vehicle as well as the safety control procedures at the scrutineering. And the cars look like this. From there, the competition started to spread like wildfire. There is an informal origin story to the creation of the biggest Central Europe Formula student platform, the FSG. On 9th July 2005, several German Formula student team members from places I cannot pronounce and Dr. Ludwig Wohlraff met at the pub in England after a Formula student event. Over drinks, they discussed the idea of founding German Formula student competition. This idea developed into the first official FSG the next year, and today Formula Student Germany hosts competition for over 100 universities each year at the Hockenheim Ring. But with this I'm getting ahead of myself. At the year of 2000, many things happened quickly. Teams started to experiment with aero packets. In 2006, first FSG competition was held. In 2007, first F1 circuit competition was held at the Silverstone in the UK. Automotive companies all over Europe was getting in on this wave, supporting teams, hiring new engineers, and Formula students started to become a nurturing home for motorsport engineers. Overall, in a couple of years, cars went from looking like this to looking like this. Then in 2010, 2 big things happened. First, the EV category was born, and the second, the urban racing entered the competition. In this era of Formula Student, most of the universities were optimizing their design with each year. Some of them even started to rip through world records in their free time, further modifying their cars outside of the official rulebook and attempting the acceleration from 0 to 100 world record. The table I am about to present to you is quite mind-blowing. In 2013, Technical University of Delft breaks the world record with 2.15 seconds on 0 to 100 acceleration. In 2014, it is AMZ Zurich with 1.785 seconds on 0 to 100 acceleration. 2015, Green Team Stuttgart 1.779. 2016, AMZ Zurich again with 1.5 seconds and world record at that time. Then in 2022, University of Stuttgart or Green Team again 1.461 seconds. And lastly, in 2023, it is AMZ Zurich again with under 1 second world record in acceleration event. Over these years, most of the Central Europe countries started their own official Formula Student event under the FSG rules. And that slowly brings us up to this day. It is the 2026 season of Formula Student competition, and through this show we would like to update you on our ongoing status of our team. Big thanks goes to our sponsors, we quite literally cannot do this without you, and thanks to you for watching. Goodbye.